I'll give you a wave at the back. One side of my work is a clown doctor for 10 years and also trained in clown for 20 years now all over the world. But another side of the work then is my company Mimi Theatre, which has a whole set of philosophies around play and connection and transforming spaces. So what was unique about the Clown Doctor programme when we began it 10 years ago was that we wanted to start a Clown Doctor programme that was very different. When we were chosen to be the Clown Doctors and we brought to the table what we believed and what we felt. And some of the things that I felt was that actually we've all been children and we all have had that inner child within us, and it's about remembering that and also that sense of play. It's about also finding, again, I must repeat this, the vulnerability we need to release. Okay, whether that be laughter or whether that be connectedness, there is a sense of relief there.
They're different, they're funny. It gives our children the chance to forget about why they're in hospital. We are seeing children in darkest days with their families and parents. They bring that extra kick that we need to this ward.
We work throughout the whole system in the hospital, so we work with the doctors, we work with the physiotherapists and the teachers, we work alongside them all, but the connection we have is with the play staff itself and the play staff member. Okay. Yes, indeed, you can laugh at that comment there. Children, they see it as like a shiny jewel. They want to touch it. That's the way that I see it. And when you come into a room with it on, then the room lights up for them. And they look and they can recognise it before they formed words. And for me, the red nose was an image that I grew into. And we often say this, we say as clown doctors, we grew into our noses. It gives us the opportunity to have fun, be silly, be an ear to listen, an eye to connect, and a voice that they can hear before they see, but a place of calm where they know this is a good human being and everything will be okay. It's about transformation. So Mimi Theatre, one strand of the work that I do is about transforming environments. Transforming environments so that when people enter that environment, they enter into a different world and they take a completely new journey. So the Clown Doctor's about the clown and the nose, and my world is about that transformation with objects and masks and beautiful, colourful things that people can connect with. Commedia de Lotte masks. The masks themselves are made of leather because they're meant to be like our skin. So when you wear them, they encompass all the creases and all the different colourings when you wear it of the face and when you move in the mask as well. Now I believe a mask comes to life when you bring it to life. Okay, when somebody wears it, that's when it comes to life. Turn around. We have a look, yes, very good. And if you just stay there for a moment, yeah, very, very nice. Linda, don't be touching anybody. Now these masks here, you notice, are a lot more detailed in their form. And you'll notice here that the eyes are a lot bigger. Now again, it's It's out of the philosophy that I said, okay, this is purposeful, because now with these masks, we want to see life behind them. Go. Yeah. So they're very, very different kinds, guys. Yes.
So if you saw the Patch Adams movie, it opens with me in a mental hospital. That was me. I was the taller me. And I was hospitalized 3 times in 1 year because I didn't want to live. And then between the 2nd and 3rd hospital, I was present in Washington, D.C. at Martin Luther King's famous I Have a Dream speech. Some hundreds of thousands of people who were nonviolent revolutionaries. I said, wow, this is my tribe. I found my home. I found that these people spoke up. I made 2 decisions. One was, what work will I do? I had a science aptitude and a caring aptitude, and so I thought I would be a doctor. And that I would be a revolutionary doctor. It was very expensive, and so I said I'm going to be a free doctor. That was the first revolution of medicine I knew I would be. The other decision was more complicated. I said, how can I be an instrument for peace and justice and care for everybody all the time? No time off. And I actually already knew, because I was a playful, friendly human being that was friendly everywhere and an extreme extrovert. And so I really decided as a political act I would never have another bad day. That at first I thought it meant happy, but it actually meant happy, funny, loving, cooperative, creative, and thoughtful. That I would bring those 6 qualities to every moment. I think I've done that now for 54 years. I spent 10 hours a week for 2 years going into Washington, D.C. and going up and down elevators. Because once that door shuts, there they are, your people. And there's no exit. And I fell in love with humanity. I can show you an experiment. Why don't you get up here and I might take off your hat just to make it easier. Okay, this is a man on the elevator. Okay, notice the walls here, there's no exit. The door opens, and the traditional way is you have a quick enough glance to see if you're going to try to get their phone number and date them. But once you realize they're not, you quickly turn and show them your butt. Okay. Well, the first experiment I did, the door opened and I did this. I didn't touch, I got as close as I could, and my goal was, how do I look so that they're not frightened? I already knew, be friendly. Okay, so I would be friendly, and I would see that most of them were fine. I would see their initial thing that they didn't want me to hit them. But I was friendly, and then as I experimented more, I wanted to know, what did I have to do to be able to do this? I got really good. You know, I fell in love with humanity. I really saw it wasn't complicated. I just had to be nice and friendly, even though I was a tall person. What is happiness? I define it as that state of being where one's celebration of life is obvious by their actions. I'm not talking about inner peace. I'm saying you're so damn happy, it shows. It's a choice. You wake up in the morning, what personality will I be? Today, I'm going to be happy. Good. I think that's it. Okay, the 3 things that concern me about the celebration of pain and suffering are loneliness, boredom, and fear. So it behooves everyone that wants to live joyfully to make friendship really easy. I grew up and I would hear the refrain, you're lucky to have 1 or 2 friends. Duh. How would it have been different if they said 1 or 200? You cannot exist with joy and be lonely. Boredom. I have no idea what boredom is. I can look it up in the dictionary, don't know anything about it. We have 500 billion brain cells, where a cell can have as many as 10,000 connections. And we're bored? When you're bored, you're actually saying there's nothing to think about. No one to think about, nothing to remember, nothing to anticipate, nothing I'm interested in, I'm bored. How is that possible? Fear. Fear was a good idea, okay? When we were there on the plains of Africa, ran around 30, 40 people in a tribe, you know, somebody sees a saber-toothed tiger, run, baby! You know, fear was great. It said, yeah, get out of here. And if you're smart, you run next to an old person or somebody injured. Fear is a really good thing. It helps guide you. Those exercises. Be a piece of furniture. In a way, that is symbolic of saying nothing has to happen in order for you to be happy. You can be happy. It doesn't have to be a because of something. What were you? 3-legged stool. Show me the 3-legged stool. One arm and 2 legs, or 2 arms and 1 leg, or... Okay, that also could be a dog in a tree. Okay, I'm going to offer an opportunity here. Live from intention. Using 3 words, intention, performance, and consequences. I will love life. And you can play with it, but you can decide. You can decide, make this intention and be it. There's one thing I want to say about the emotions. I have all the emotions, okay? If we talk about child sexual slavery, you'll see my anger. I also get sad, okay? I think all of the emotions are fabulous. They are all, I think of the emotions as the sense organs of the mind.